Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Here's Farm Sim News for Monday, October 13th. Yesterday on Sunday, we got a surprise mod drop on the Mod Hub. ML Studio, in collaboration with Indutar, released 4 new South American mods, including a pair of corn heads, an auger wagon, mulcher pack that can expand, and a small plow. I released a showcase video yesterday morning right after the Let's Play on Arkansas, so definitely check that one out if you missed it. I think I owe you guys an apology, as apparently patch 1.13.0.1 was released last week on Thursday, and it totally went under the radar until one of you guys reached out to me over the weekend asking about it, and I didn't know anything about it. As a matter of fact, there's not much to it. To be fair, there's only one line. They fixed startup crashes on Windows servers and older Windows 10 distributions. It does appear that the update was only sent out for PC players, as consoles are still on version 1.13. I doubt this would affect multiplayer in any way, shape, or form, but just be aware of it. Quick update on SteamDB. We're still getting updates on the back end, showing the Giants are still working on different parts of the game very, very actively. Most recently, we've seen updates every few days on the Straw Harvest Pack. Now, it's been a while since this was released, like 2 months at this point with no update. So whatever's causing issues must be giving them a hard time in terms of fixing it, as it's still version 1.0. Additionally, we've still got an unknown app on there, which most are assuming to be the Year 2 Season Pass, which will likely be announced sometime in December. I can't believe I'm saying this right now, but Farming Simulator 25 is actually on sale. No, not on Steam, not on Epic Games, not on Xbox, or even PS5. This sale is on the official Giants version on their website. I don't think I've ever seen a sale on there before. Yeah, you get 10% off of pre-orders, but this is for the base game of FS25, 20% off. It's happening for the next 2 weeks, so if you've been waiting for a sale on PC, well, now is a good time to pick it up. I will leave a link down below for you guys. That is an affiliate link. When you use code DjGoHam, it goes to help support me, as well as getting you 20% off. And you get a game on sale. Hey, that's great. So that's all of our top stories today. Let's jump over to modern news. We're going to start with EY Modding and their International 50 series. This is another brand new mod to add to their collection that we've never seen before a previous Farm Sim game. So far, we've seen the 5288 and 5488 in the thumbnail, both 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive versions. However, in the video that they posted on YouTube, we only get to see the 5288. They did a quick walk around the mod. However, at this time, we don't have any specifications on the machines or any type of customization options. We'll be showing you those once we've got them, so stay tuned. Next up, we hear from BB Mods on not only their AgriFlex update, but also a new project. We're going to start with the AgriFlex update because the update is pretty cool. This is going to feature new headers with it, with a 5-meter mower that attaches to any 3-point, so you can use it on anything, as well as a 4.5-meter chopper, perfect for wood chips, cotton, and chaff. This is also adding the possibility of doing different bales like wood chips, smaller cotton bales, oh yeah, and chaff bales. Of course, they will have different working widths and configurations for each one, just like all of their other mods. Now onto the new one. This is the wheeled roller, so it's not really new. You may notice this already. This is based on the Holaris Stego 485 and is actually a returner from FS22. It was made by Ridiculous Dominic back then. It was included in the tractor pulling pack. However, now it will be a separate mod. It can compact silage very fast and features additional configurations for field rolling and grass rolling, so you can use it anywhere that you would need it. It's also going to feature some other goodies. However, they haven't made their way into the game yet. We should see that in another update once they're ready to go. We got some more updates from Chris S. and Riley S. First up, for their tension belt pack. It did fail testing on a translation issue as well as icon issues. Big surprise and shocker for both those. Well, it was fixed up yesterday and should be ready to go today. We also have their Autoloading Pack, which we first announced, I think, about a week ago or so. Apparently, it was submitted at the end of last month, and other mods that were submitted after then have already been tested, some released. According to Chris, this one is just sitting waiting. We also have some more information about the Autoloading Pack, so at least some good news today. When you want to load up some products with it, you will need to hit the load button once to load up all the materials around, not multiple times like you have to do right now with everything else. However, if used with Yosa's liftable bales and pallets mod, you could still load singles. I'm not sure how it works with that one, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Additionally, they have 2 supported trailers in the pack currently, but are planning to add more in the future. There's a smaller trailer, which could support 3 different types, which you've been seeing this whole time. And we've got a semi-trailer, which could do 4. And of course, we have some unrealistic capacities to go along with it. Hopefully, Giant Software gets these through testing because it's something that's actually useful. I had another thing listed, but I didn't really want to say it. I'm gonna say it anyway. We could probably cool it with the ground care items for now, honestly. I think we have plenty. All right, big list from Custom Modding. They have the full list of current mods in progress and things that they are working on. We'll start with the John Deere 561R baler, which did fail testing with the mod-up team, but has been fixed and resubmitted for testing. They're also working on an update to the John Deere S700 series combine harvesters. Their Dimco Side to Quest 1000 tanks are coming. The Landau 2512 series inline ripper is currently being in-gamed. Their MT800 is in a 3D modeling phase, along with the Macdon mod. And they're currently working on getting quite a few other mods converted, including the Case IH Tigermate, John Deere FD700 and 600 headers, Lockwood Potato Planter, Pattison Liquid Fertilizer Wagons, which will likely just be Lizard like they were in 22, Balzer Grain Cart, again, Lizard like in 22, Dimco Grain Carts, John Deere C850 Air Cart, and Honeybee Headers. Now that's a lot, and with only 7 mods released over the last year, I would expect all of these to take a little while longer, maybe another year or so, with the addition of 13 more mods to the list, basically doubling what they've got now, tripling, goodness gracious. Oh, and in case you missed it, they're also bringing their John Deere 561R baler and likely the Case 2160 planter over to FS22. However, these will be third-party, PC-only releases. Quick update on Dense Modding's John Deere 6M today. We got some new screenshots with pretty specific spacing for the wheels. That way you're able to utilize the mod with different setups, and it might be perfect for getting that realistic look with precision farming. Well, today, we only get to see the normal and wider spacing on the wheels. However, Dense Modding has said that we will be seeing the narrow spacing setup soon. Good news from Rooster Mods. Their Parker 4000 Gravity Wagon is now with the mod-up team awaiting testing for all platforms. This was a mod that we had in FS22 for all platforms as well, and it was very popular. Head capacity options from 13,215 all the way up to 16,739, with options for triangle, unloading direction, numbers, and wheels, along with a rear hitch and 2 unloading doors. They finished the post by saying, "Your calls for a bigger wagon have been heard and might be answered in ways you aren't aware of." I wonder what they mean by that. Hey, let me know your ideas below. More new mods, as we've got a new mod announcement from the SMI modding team today, the Ricosma Zephir Vineyard Sprayer. This was actually part of their Vineyard Pack back in FS22, but looks to be being released as a separate mod in 25, like they've done with a couple of other things. Now, this wasn't licensed in 22 either, so it had to be released under the Lizard Zephir name on consoles, but was still the Ricosma on PC. However, it required between 68 and 102 horsepower, depending on your configuration, 12 kilometer or 7 mile per hour max speed, and a capacity of 2,000 liters. Oh, and it sprays 2 rows at the same time, but you probably got that already from these screenshots. The SMI modding team have done a great job of releasing Lizard versions of all of their branded mods for FS25, and I hope we see the same thing here. Moving on, Gamer Design shows off some more progress on their Tigercat 234C. The machine is fully in-gamed and working perfectly, and they're currently prepping it for Substance Painter as we speak. This is the PC version, however, there will be a console version as well. Gamer Design is also working on getting Tigercat branding into the game, however, this will take some time if they're able to do it. Until then, the 234C will be Lizard for consoles. CrawlTG says he's got a new Asian-styled logging trailer that holds the log sideways instead of longways. It started off as a testing mod for Substance Painter, which they're recently getting into, and they plan on releasing it on the mod-up now after a little bit of work. Not a lot more known about it right now, but it's definitely different from anything else that we've seen like it up to this point. It's always good to have some new, unique, different stuff. Just kind of changes things up a little bit. All right, time to confuse DJ, because we've got Hispano Modding, who posted a few screenshots of a bunch of mods with either like green X's or green boxes in a spot. And on the bottom right of both of the screens, we've got a white box and then a white box with a green X. It's a little bit weird. Well, he says everything has an end, and that end is the beginning of something new. Now, I'll tell you this. Most of the mods that have X's on them are released on the mod-up. Currently, Hispano Modding is credited with 136 mods in FS25 already, making him, I believe, the modder with the most mods. Yeah, over the course of a year. As we mentioned, Custom Modding has 7. This is 136. Almost all of these are conversions from previous FS games as well. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It gives players more of an option, and I use quite a few of them off-screen and on-screen as well. But it's a lot of mods. As of right now, there's 132 boxes that were shown with the screenshots. 92 have been marked out, but none of these numbers add up to really anything. I've tried to figure it out. I have no idea. Even ChatGPT has no idea. So, Yeah, it does seem that the text and pics are related, but maybe they're unrelated. DJ doesn't know. He's confused. I told you. And lastly today, let's end with something that we do know about that's not confusing. Hispano Modding has another new mod, the Big Modern House. This will fall perfectly into his modern series of buildings. It will be customizable with a full interior, though we haven't seen it yet as he's just getting it started. It's a 2-story house with plaster and wood paneling finish and some big, large windows. The decorations around the outside are just for show and replaced with build mode just to give you some ideas of what you could do. The mod itself is just going to be the house. You may have also seen the modern car garage on the side in the background, which as of last week was still being worked on. And I'm still working on good segues to the outro, so you may have to wait a little while longer for those. However, if you want to see anything more about the mods, modders, or anything else we talked about today, well, links to everything can be found in the description. Remember, there's no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be released. And if you like this video, you can check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If it did, drop a like on it, get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hope you have a great day. Happy Monday to you. We will see you later. Peace. You know, I find it funny. I woke up early this morning just so I could write like a really nice script for the news. I still got it out late. I can't win.